This is a pretty common thing. It's 10 p.m. The kids are supposed to be asleep, but instead they are playing with the hallway light switches, turning the place into a disco like this. You know those things. So normally, if a kid flips a hardwired light switch, the light turns on, period. Because we have a smart switch behind the wall, we have an invisible superpower. We can completely lock out the physical wall switches during a bedtime, rendering them totally useless while still keeping full control over the light from our phones or automation schedules. Here's exactly how to set up this ultimate kid-proof light switch. And in this video, I'm going to show you multiple ways to do this. So let's start by navigating to our application. But before we go there, in the previous video, I connected these two-way switches here to this Shelly 1 p.m. device. And also I showed you how to do that without, you could do this with any of your smart switches. It doesn't have to be Shelly device. So you could also use any other device, switches, smart switches like these or any other brand. And now, because we have this Shelly setup, I'm gonna use the Shelly setup to show you exactly this. But I hope that in your other configuration of your other switches that you will find similar configuration to do the same thing here. So the first thing is here to navigate to go to our Shelly application like this, and inside of the Shelly I'm selecting this 1 p.m. because that's the one that I'm testing here. Okay, and you see when I click it like this, turn it off, we see that this is actually working. And now the first way to do this is actually to go here and to go to the device settings. I'll just bring it like this, device settings, and inside of the device settings, we can enable or disable input. So right now we can enable input and it's enabled. Okay, so this is the regular state. I was testing it and it was like this. But we say if we change this to disable, let's just select it, enable input, disabled, it will save settings successfully. And now we are not able to control this device using the switches, but we are actually able to control it through our application. So that's the first way. The second way here is to go to the device settings, and inside of the device settings, I'll just return this and enable the input. We have an option to lock inputs. So it will do the same thing, but there is a difference. So what's the difference, you will ask? Because it will both lock and disable input if they're doing the same thing. And you can see that they are doing actually to us. But in the background, the lock inputs will make some things, turn the automations on in the background. So we can see in the logs here, then when we swap this here, we can see that something is happening. So we see the logs when the switch was triggered. So we could actually run some background works here instead of just enabling it, turn on or off. Okay, so that's one thing. And just let me bring that back. Device settings again, lock inputs, and we'll just disable lock of the inputs. And now we are able to turn on and off our lights here. So going back here, settings again. Now in the device, sorry, I'm moving this a bit because it cannot fit here. Device settings, sorry, device settings. Now in the device settings, we have another option, that's to click and change the mode from edge switch to detached switch. That means that this switch is separated from relays and it is not going to do anything here. So what we can do, if we added it like this, we can see that it's not triggering anything there. And actually this is also doing same thing that I showed regarding the locking the switch. So in this detached switch, we also see the logs that it can actually do some automation. So we could use this device just and put it somewhere in house to do some automations and turn on any other lights despite this that is connected here. Okay, so that's the third way. And now let's see automations. So we can actually automate this if we want. I'll just bring it back to the edge switch because I'm using the edge switch here that is turning the state on each of these here. So how to change this? I'll just turn it off. How to change this and automate this? So inside of this inside of our device, and we are going to the settings here, and we are this time going to the actions here. So inside of the actions, we are going to add some action. I'll just move it like this. Okay, add action, and action name would be just to disable input. Sorry, input. Okay, next. And then we have to add active time. So when this will active. So let's say from 8 p.m. We're just testing it to 00. Okay, next. And now when it will be enabled. So when the first time someone turns on the light in that period of time, it will automatically enable it. So we have any other options here that we see. So this is interesting. We can do some interval in seconds to change this here. So it will trigger this automation again. So click next. And now here we have to add URL. And using the URL, we are actually adding our configuration here. So click here. I'll just paste the configuration, but I'll put it in the description of the video so you can see it. And also we'll be navigating to the desktop screen and go inside of this device right now to show this in the desktop view. Okay, hit save, hitting save. Okay, so right now it should be active because it is going it is being activated from 8 p.m. So when I first time turn on this, it will stay like this. And the second time when I try to turn off, these switches are not working anymore. So let's say somebody just turned on the light at 8 p.m. and that's it. No one else can turn it off until 12 a.m. 12 p.m. Sorry. Okay, so this is one part. Then now we're going to the configuration using the PC. So if you haven't tried this option, this is also interesting. We can go here to the device information. Into device information, we're gonna see the IP of this device. Okay, and using that IP address, we are able to see on the screen our device actually configuration here. So we see the same IP address that I had there. And now in the actions of the device, we can see that this is the URL that we added, and this is disable input, output 0, and from active time 20 to 00, and when switch toggled on. So this is the first configuration. If we click on this, we'll open this, sorry, and we can see this configuration here. Okay, and inside of this configuration we see our URL, and that's it. Okay, I'll just close this, and now I'll just duplicate this for some specific reason. Because we said that we want this from 20 to 00, and now is on our clock, it's almost 9 p.m. So I'll say, okay, I want this to be on from 8 to, I'll just change the time. Okay, I'll say, okay, it should be active from 8 p.m. to 8, to 8:59. Okay, 59, because it's 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes for this. Okay, and I'll just save this. Okay, and now I'm doing the following. I'm editing this here, and I'll say, okay, from 8:59, from 8:59 to 12 a.m. You can stay like this, doesn't matter. I'll do the following. I'll change this configuration back, and this button, this input will be enabled. So we're setting this to true here and hit save. So next time, when someone tries to turn on the light or do anything from 8:59 to 00, it will enable this input. So right now we can see that we cannot do this because it's we need 1 more minute to be able to do this. Okay, I hope you understood this properly, and this is just because these times here are just for demonstrating purposes. You'll put your own times here. So what is this actually doing? We're able to see now in the configuration, actually in the application, but let me try to test this here. So I'm just switching back. So when I try to turn on and off, I'm not able to do it still, but let me just, we are now, okay. We're still unable to change it because of the enable true false toggle on. Okay, this is the thing that we are having. We have to change these times in the configurations. You have seen an option to disable it, and enable is just to reverse this. So what we actually did with that automation is actually that we changed the settings of the enable input here to disable. So the next time when this is enabled through the action of the application, we'll be able to turn off and turn on the device like this. Okay, so that was the only thing here that we automated. Also, there's an option to automate lock inputs and other things. So I'll put some URLs for the configuration in the description of this video, so you can use them and just use whichever is okay and fine with you. So that was it for this video, and I hope the video was helpful and you know how to disable or enable these switches on the smart switches for Shelly or any other brand that has this option and automation there. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like if you like the video, and see you in the next one. Bye.